So listen, welcome to another property wellness conversation. You know what's interesting? I came across this story on WSB TV this morning, and I think it raises a much bigger question than who's right and who's wrong.
Sit outside a DeKalb County home after a family says work crews caused damage to their home after making repairs from a fire.
Everybody watching this story is asking, who's right? Was it the homeowner? Was it the restoration company? I'm asking a different question. What is the property trying to tell us? Because the property doesn't have an opinion. The property has evidence.
DeKalb County confirmed it issued 2 stop work orders over permitting and code violations.
So now we're hearing that DeKalb County issued a stop work order because permits hadn't been pulled. Again, I'm not here to point fingers, but this is exactly how a property loss can become much bigger than the original problem. Now you're dealing with permits, construction, documentation, insurance policy limits, and a property owner who's trying to make sense of it all.
The company goes on to say in some cases, insurance policy limitations may result in a portion of the recommended work not being covered, leaving homeowners to decide whether to proceed with additional work at their own expense.
The restoration company says they followed the instructions of the homeowner and the insurance company. They also point out the insurance policy doesn't always pay for everything a property actually needs. And that's true. Insurance coverage and what's actually best for the property aren't always the same conversation. And that's not criticism, that's just reality.
The family of 79-year-old Josephine Harris told me she has been out of her home for a year after an independently owned Servpro franchise allegedly caused widespread mold.
And here's who I keep thinking about. The 79-year-old property owner, whether she's right, whether the restoration company is right, she's the one caught in the middle, trying to figure out who to believe, trying to figure out what her property actually needs. No property owner should have to make those decisions without having a clear understanding of what's happening in their property. And if you're going through a property damage claim right now, whether it's water damage, fire, storm damage, or mold, this is exactly when you need an independent, unbiased opinion. Not after the disagreements begin, not after the repairs are finished, and not after everyone has formed their opinion. At the beginning, because when everyone starts with the same facts, property owners make better decisions. Contractors have clearer direction. Insurance companies have better documentation. And if attorneys ever become involved, they have a clearer understanding of what the property is actually telling us. That's why we created the Property Wellness Investigation, to provide evidence, not assumptions. The property is always telling a story. The question is, are we listening? Book your Property Wellness Investigation today. Hit the link in the bio or just give us a call. And remember, there's only one way to do it, the right way.